There is a huge sale going on at Xbox right now for E3 week, and I had a few people hit me up asking me to go through the list and recommend what games are worth buying, so I'm going to do that right now. What's going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Now, PlayStation is holding a very similar sale as well, so a lot of these games will be on sale on the PS4 side, so whatever I recommend, multi-plat, here you can just take that and buy it on PlayStation if you so choose. Now I'm going to go through really quickly. I'm going to say which games are, in my opinion, worth the buy for the price, and also point out games that are easy gamer score or easy platinums if you are interested in that. So let's go. I'm going to try to get through this really fast. So first off, the first game here, Abzu. I actually really enjoyed this game. It's 50% off, $10. Easy 1000 gamer score, very much like Journey. So if you're into that kind of swimming simulator type stuff with some really cool visuals, I recommend that. I also recommend Agents of Mayhem for $7.50. It's not as good as Saints Row. It's from the same developers, but for $7.50, it's a pretty damn good game. As always, Alan Wake, I'll recommend that every day of the week. Ark for $24 is a pretty good experience if you have a bunch of friends to play the co-op with. I actually really do recommend Army of Two, the first one, and Xbox Back Compat. And then we have all the Assassin's Creed games on sale. Assassin's Creed Origins for $30 is a good recommendation. And everything here is on sale. Assassin's Creed Rogue, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I believe, and Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection. They got the triple pack. The Ezio Collection is a pretty good value. You get 3 games, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations for $20. I recommend that. I've never played Rogue, so I can't really speak on it. And I would stay clear of Unity, but Black Flag is pretty cool. So, I mean, for pretty cheap, you can pretty much get all the Assassin's Creed games. I highly recommend Batman Arkham Knight and Batman Return to Arkham. For $20, you can get Batman Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham Asylum, and Batman Arkham City. That is an insane value, as those 3 games are pretty damn awesome. All the Battlefield games are on sale as well. Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield Hardline. I actually recommend all 4 of those, and they have them in a bundle here for $40, which comes with Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield Hardline, and all the premium passes, so all the multiplayer. I recommend all 3 of them. In my opinion, I think Battlefield 4 is the best, but you can't go wrong getting all of them. Beyond Eyes isn't a good game, but it is an easy 1,000 if you are interested in that. I recommend Beyond Good and Evil HD for $3. Blue Dragon is a pretty cool game. Back Compat, $5. I recommend Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons for $6. It's a great game in my opinion, and also an easy 1,000. I love Burnout Paradise. This remaster is just okay. It is $23. I guess that's really kind of up to you if you want to spend the money for a remaster of that game. But I really do like Burnout Paradise. Call of Duty World War II, $40. Not much of a sale there. Maybe hold off on that. Candleman, I actually really recommend that game for $10. It's a pretty cool platforming game. Easy 1,000 as well. Castles is $1. I mean, it's $1. If you're really needing of a game to buy, maybe check that out. Cuphead, I 100% recommend this for $16. I know you Dark Souls fans out there, maybe if you haven't gotten your hands on Dark Souls 3, it's $15. You can't go wrong with that price. Avoid Dead Alliance, as it sucks. Dead Island Definitive Edition, this is the one Dead Island game I will recommend, especially if you have people to play the co-op with. I really enjoyed this game when I played it, but I would skip these 2 other Dead Island games. I recommend Defense Grid 2 if you're into tower defense games, as it is a pretty good game. Destiny 2, normally I would say skip it, but there is a year 2 coming out. It seems like it might be better. Maybe it's time to get in for $20, but on the face of it, on the face value, I would say, nah, skip Destiny 2. 100% recommend both Deus Ex games, the 360 one for $1.50. I mean, that is an amazing game for a cheap price. And I also recommend Mankind Divided. You have a $6 choice or the $9 choice with all the DLC. I actually recommend the Devil May Cry HD collection, basically for Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 3. two pretty great games. You can skip Devil May Cry 2 as it's not very good. I wasn't that much of a fan of Devil May Cry 4, but it is pretty cheap. I also really recommend DMC, the reboot, for $9. I really enjoyed that game when I played it. A lot of good games here on sale. Dragon Age Origins, the first one, for $3. That's a must-have. Dying Reborn is a VR game, but it's also an easy 1,000. You can get it in about an hour. So only pick it up if you want the gamer score. Otherwise, the game is pretty bad. Dying Light, I 100% recommend as well, especially if you have 4 people or any sort amount of people to play the co-op with. I recommend, of course, the following edition. It adds the expansion and all the DLCs for just $5 more. I never played Elite Dangerous, but I've heard it's pretty good, and that's on sale for $15. Skip Escape Island. Skip Evolve because they're shutting down the servers soon, and nobody really plays it, even if it's $7.50. Extinction, 60% off in 2 months. It got trashed in reviews. Skip that. The Fable games, Fable 2 is good. I'd recommend that for $5. I 100% recommend Far Cry 5 for $45. I loved that game. What else we got here? Trying to get through all these fast as hell. I don't want to talk about each and every one of them. Final Fantasy 15 Royale Edition for $25. I 100% recommend that game. I really enjoyed what I played of Final Fantasy 15. I'm looking to get back into it, but for that price, it's pretty good. I actually recommend For Honor as well for $15. It's a pretty unique experience. It has a co-op campaign, and the multiplayer actually can be a lot of fun. I recommend Forza Horizon 2 for $5. That is a steal. And Forza Horizon 3, the sequel, is a much better game, and I definitely recommend it for $25. Forza 6 and Forza 7, I mean, that's only really if you're into the sim racers, which I am not, but they are selling Forza 6 for $20 and Forza 7 for $30. So that's really up to you guys. What else we got? Gears of War is $20. I recommend that. But keep in mind, Gears of War and maybe a couple other these games are in Xbox Game Pass, which coincidentally is on sale for $1 for a month. Or if you go onto Amazon, they're actually selling a 6-month pass to Game Pass for, I believe it's like $30. It's like half price. So check that out. Goosebumps. Not a very good game, point and click, but an easy 1,000 that you can get done in about an hour. So only get it if you want gamer score. Grand Theft Auto 5, I recommend this for $20 if you just never experienced the campaign. I think the campaign is absolutely amazing. I haven't played much of Grand Theft Auto Online, but I recommend it for $20. Hello Neighbor, I would skip on that. Homefront, I recommend for $9. It's $9. Or you can pay an extra $1 to get all the DLC, especially if you have an Xbox One X, the game is enhanced for it. I 100% recommend Injustice 2. I think it's one of the best games from last year and one of the better fighters I've ever played. And it's a damn good treat for DC comic book fans. I recommend Inside or the Inside and Limbo bundle. If you haven't played Limbo or Inside, get this one. If you haven't played Inside, get that one because Inside is a masterpiece. Just Cause 2, $1.50. I recommend that on Xbox Back and Pat. And Just Cause 3 is pretty much the same thing, but it's really cheap. It's $9 for the base game and all the DLC. You can't go wrong. You get all these right here for basically $9. I recommend Killer Instinct, the Definitive Edition, for $10. That comes with all 3 seasons, all the characters, and all the different kind of stages and stuff like that. It's a really good fighting game. What else we got here? Oblivion, of course. That's on sale. I recommend that. What do we got here? I recommend both Life is Strange games. Episode 1 to 5 for Season 1, and then Before the Storm is $8. It's pretty good. I mean, they are very Telltale-like games, walking simulators to a certain degree with dialogue choices, but they're the top of the genre. Well, a little bit under Detroit, but they are very good, and for that price, you really can't go wrong. I recommend Limbo if you haven't played it for $5, as it's the predecessor to Inside. It's a really good game. I 100% recommend Lost Odyssey for $6. Mafia 3 for $16 is a pretty damn good price as well, even though some of the gameplay can be repetitive, but the storytelling in that game is pretty good. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the bundle for $15 comes with 2 games. I would recommend that if you have people to play it in co-op. It's not very fun to play by yourself, but I played it in 4-player co-op, and those games can be a blast, and there's 2 of them for $15. 100% recommend the Mass Effect trilogy. $5, $6, $6. You can get, what is that, $12, $17 gets you the entirety of the Mass Effect trilogy on Back and Pat. 100% yes. God, I wish they remastered those. I 100% recommend Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is also pretty good, and it has an easy 1,000. You can get a pretty fast completion out of that. $15 for Metal Gear Solid 5 is a must as well. Skip Metal Gear Survive. This one might be the best deal of the whole bunch. $7.50 will get you Metro 2033 Redux and Metro Last Light Redux for $7.50. Last Light's the better game, but Metro really it's a really unique first-person shooter, a lot of great atmosphere, pretty good story, and I can't wait to play Metro Exodus. So if you're on that train like me, waiting to play Metro Exodus, and maybe you haven't got into the series, man, this is your best chance. $7.50 gets you into both games. Middle-earth Shadow of War, or Shadow of Mordor, $10, highly recommended. Shadow of War, the sequel, is $25. They are getting rid of all the microtransactions and DLC and the loot boxes and stuff, so maybe it's time to jump into that. And they are fixing some of the end game stuff. So if you do like the Game of the Year edition, if you buy this for $10, you like it, you might like Shadow of War. Mirror's Edge, I love this game. Buy it for $5. Monkey King Saga for $6. It's not a really good game, but this is an easy 1,000 if you're looking for gamer score. Same thing here for Mr. Pumpkin Adventure, $2. Decent point-and-click game, but really easy gamer score. Monster Hunter World people love for $38. I recommend Mortal Kombat XL. Just like Injustice is from the same studio, they are great fighting games. I'm not much into the NBA 2K games. Not much into the NHL games. Oblivion, I recommend that if you haven't played Elder Scrolls. Ori and the Blind Forest, I completely recommend this game. It's an amazing experience. One of the, maybe if not the best Xbox exclusive this generation. And the sequel's going to be coming out soon. So pick it up for $10. I don't think you'll be disappointed. PUBG on sale for $20. I mean, I play this game a ton, but it's really hard to recommend. I don't like the solo experience if you have a group of friends playing it together, but just keep in mind that it's buggy. It's in game preview. The frame rate doesn't hold up very well, but otherwise, it's tough to recommend it because I know the Battle Royale stuff is very hit or miss with people. Some people love it, some people don't, but I would check it out. I would consider it if you have a group of friends to play it with. But at the same time, keep in mind that it's not an optimized game by any stretch of the imagination. Quantum Break for $20 is, I would like to see that a little bit cheaper. I enjoyed Quantum Break. A lot of people consider it to be mediocre. That's up to you. If you haven't played it yet, I think it's worth playing through. Maybe it's cheaper at the end of the year. Maybe not. Rage, if you want to get into that before Rage 2 comes out, $5. That's highly recommendable. Not the greatest of games, but for $5 you can't go wrong. Recore, that's in Game Pass. I would check it out there first. Red Dead Redemption, 100%. Picked it up and back and pat. I love Resident Evil 7. I think it's worth the $20. As for the DLC, I haven't played any of it, so I can't really say, but pick up the main game. 100% yes for Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration. For $18, you get the main game and you get all the expansions and the DLCs. That is a must-have in my opinion. Plus, you want to get caught up on the story before Shadow of the Tomb Raider comes out. What else we got here? Saints Row 4 Reelected for $6. I believe this is in Game Pass, but for $6, it's a pretty good get. I really enjoyed it. I would say even for $4, Get Out of Hell, I would not recommend that. $4 is pretty cheap. It's a game to play, but man, it's not very good. Not very good at all. Sea of Thieves is in Game Pass, so there's really no reason to buy it for $47.99. Shadow of the Damned, I actually quite like for $5, so pick that up. If Sherlock Holmes is a pretty damn easy 1,000, so if you're into that, pick that one up. I know people love Skate 3, but I'm not really into those type of games. I recommend South Park: The Fractured But Whole for $20. And I also recommend South Park: The Stick of Truth for $20. So for 40, you can get two really good South Park games. Sniper Elite 3 for 12, the Ultimate Edition with everything. Highly enjoyable, especially in co-op. $5 for SXX is a steal in my opinion. It's one of the better games from last gen. I loved SSX and I wish they made a sequel. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for 20. Man, even if you were just interested in the campaign like I was, I'm not sure $20 is worth it because you can get through that campaign in 4 hours. But if you're willing to maybe play through the multiplayer and stuff, maybe it is. Kind of hard to recommend. What else we got here? Super Lucky's Tales and Game Pass. I would pick it up there if you're interested at all. Tacoma's an easy 1,000. $10. Yeah, I'd run through it. I love Super Hot, so for $16, pick that up. What else we got? Skyrim. If you haven't played Skyrim, if you honestly have not played Skyrim on the 360 or anywhere else, yes, get it for $30. I think everybody's played it by now, but it's still a great game. But I'd only really recommend it if you haven't played it. Evil Within 2 is pretty good for $30. What else we got here? What else? Witcher 3, I 100% recommend this as well. It seems like, though, I'd recommend the complete edition. So for $20, you can get this game plus all the expansions, where this is $20 by itself and doesn't come with the expansions. Plus, they have a separate achievement list, but I would recommend the complete edition because you get all the content for much cheaper. Titanfall, yes, get this. It's one of the best games from 2016. It's a shame that it didn't do as well. Ghost Recon for, what do we got here? For $19. Only really get this if you have people to play the co-op with. I know I've said that a lot, but it is honestly true. This game, you have 3 AI with you no matter what, and it's just a better experience when you're playing with your friend. Otherwise, I mean, maybe by yourself for $20, the game's not that bad. I played it when it was $60 when it first came out, and I thought the co-op really improved everything about the game, and I would have hated it playing it by myself. So recommend it if you have friends. I recommend Rainbow Six if you're into the multiplayer. It's a great multiplayer game, one of the best of this generation. Even Tom Clancy's Division for $15 is a pretty good deal, so get that. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition for $6. I love the Tomb Raider reboot, so I would definitely pick that up. They're great. Okay, what else? I think we're coming to the end here. I love Virginia, easy 1,000. A pretty unique walking simulator. One of my favorites from a couple years ago. And actually, Watch Dogs 2, I quite enjoyed. And for $18, I don't think you can go wrong with that one. Wolfenstein 2 for $30. It's my game of the year from last year, so I highly recommend that. And people love XCOM, but I'm not really one of them, and that's on sale for $20. So that is everything. Oh, and Your Toy, another game that is an easy 1,000 gamer score, but unfortunately it is not a very good game. So only get it if you're looking for gamer score. Anyways, guys, that is the entire list. If PlayStation has similar sales, which I believe they do, you can take my recommendations and kind of get them there as well. A lot of games on sale. So I hope you enjoyed this video, found it informative. If you liked any of my recommendations, or if you're planning on picking up any of these games, leave me a comment below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit that notification bell. Share this out on social media so more people can check out what's good in gaming right now. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.